Hello, and welcome back to Bad Moms in Business. I'm Bridgette Robertson,
I'm Amanda Sharp.
I'm Danielle Monaghan.
and we have had some kind of heavy topics around here over the last few weeks. And so today we decided we were going to lighten it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the first thing we're going to do, Danielle, you have a game for us?
I do. I don't know if you guys are ready for the bracket to come back.
Oh gosh, I'm not. Nope.
But we have another bracket. So
now
buckle up, ladies.
I was a victim of the last bracket. I just want to say.
I think we all were.
If you did not listen to our Thanksgiving episode, if you're just joining us, if you listen to nothing else, the Thanksgiving episode is important.
It is. It really is. It was such a good one.
And if you want extra comedic relief, go to the YouTube version where you can see our faces and yes. Bridgette's devastation.
You got it. You have to see it live. You have to see it all play out in action. It was priceless.
Love it.
All right.
I'm ready.
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay. So, are you guys really ready?
No.
Maybe. Today, I don't know. No, I was scared, but I can handle it.
Today, we are working on Disney movies.
Oh, heck
yeah. I am so going to get judged by Bridget on this one.
Okay. Are we just going to jump right into it?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, girl.
The first head-to-head, we have Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast.
I've got my answer, but Bridget, you can go. We'll go in the order of bad if that's okay.
Okay. Here we go.
I'm nervous.
I'm going to say Aladdin, if only because my favorite song in that entire movie, I just love it when he says, Prince Ali, fabulous, he, alea, babwa, genuflect. Okay, we don't have to do all that, but it's my favorite song from that movie. And I can't think of any Beauty and the Beast song I love that much. So Aladdin.
Okay.
I'm gonna
1 point for Aladdin.
Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast all day long. I don't mind that song. I just don't know the words.
Do you want me to go over them real quick with you?
You already just demonstrated how much I did not know the actual words that you're singing.
Okay.
I'm a solid Beauty and the Beast gal.
Okay.
Oh, so there's the tiebreaker already. That's a lot of pressure, y'all.
I'm not as emotionally invested in either of these, so you're not going to upset me.
That's fair. Amanda, were we?
No, I don't seem to be the one that gets bent out of shape. I'll be fine either way.
Wow.
So while I appreciate both of these, there is a very special place in my heart for Beauty and the Beast.
Ooh, girl, get it.
Love it so much. Okay.
Yeah.
We have Beauty and the Beast.
Is there a story behind your love behind it, or you just feel it?
I just love it. I just have, she's a nerd. She's a book lover. I feel her in my soul.
Yeah.
I feel her in my soul.
Belle.
I just love her. And she's a little bit of sassy, but she's also nice. And she's a people pleaser. And she's there for her family. That's me.
Yeah. I get it. I love Beauty and the Beast. And I think too, if we're talking, I know we're talking classics, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if we're talking live action remakes, Beauty and the Beast was the most beautiful live action remake. So good.
Yeah, I guess I should have prefaced this. We are going based off of the original classic movie and not the remakes, because not all of these have remakes. Yeah. But I 100% agree with you on that. They did a fantastic job.
Yeah, I love it.
Glorious. And Emma Watson, I almost said Emma Stone. Emma Watson, love her. Man,
beautiful. Yeah,
she's so good. Mm-hmm. Okay, next one. Mulan and the Lion King.
The Lion King.
Oh, thank God. Lion King 2.
Uh-oh. So, okay, let me be fair in that I was a big Disney fan as a kid, but I only watched a couple of the movies, and then I would watch them on repeat over and over. So I did not see The Lion King until last year.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I saw that in the theater.
Oh. I did not. So I love Mulan. I think it's so good. I think the soundtrack is so good.
Christina
That's fine.
Aguilera.
I will take the L on this one. I will take the loss.
Interesting. Interesting.
This next one I also have very strong feelings on, and I believe I know what our answers are going to be, but like I'm a little nervous. So I need you guys to be with me on this one. So we have The Little Mermaid and Frozen.
The Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
Okay. I was a little nervous on this one because I was like, what can I partner up with The Little Mermaid to ensure that The Little Mermaid is going to beat this one out? Because
I'm not
Listen,
if
I was very
wasn't
nervous.
Younger, Frozen wouldn't have been my choice, but Little Mermaid, listen.
so
my
good.
entire room was Little Mermaid.
So
Bedspread, everything. I have my collection. Remember that attic I referred to? A couple?
Yep.
It's in there. The collection's in there. Actually, I have some mugs I'm going to give to Bridgette. I just got to dig them out.
Oh,
They're they probably got lead paint in them because they're from like 1980. No,
it's fine. Don't put them in a microwave. We're good.
I can remember, we all know the scene, the iconic scene where she's on the rock and she's singing.
Oh, yes.
She lifts herself up in the water splash. I used to do that on the side of my couch because I thought for sure I was Ariel.
My grandma had a very large rock on my dad's side, had a very large rock in her front yard. I would do it every single time I was over there.
Yes.
So I have come to appreciate the fact that I am a Belle. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with it. But as a child, I was Ariel through and through. Down to, as I got older, dyeing my hair red my whole life. Like literally, there's a big part of me that's still Ariel. So I appreciate that this is where we're going.
Yeah.
That was very civil. That round was civil.
It was a good one. It was a good one.
It was a good one.
Cinderella or 101 Dalmatians?
Oh,
all right, Amanda's got this. I was torn.
Yeah, I don't have strong feelings about either of them, I guess. I have seen them both several times, appreciate them both. I think I'm going to go with Cinderella.
Okay.
I'm right there with you. The dogs are cute and all, but I'm a Cinderella gal.
Same.
Wow.
Fun.
Wow. Look at us.
And
it was 2 in a row.
And it's interesting because we are so dog lovers too.
Yes, right. I do appreciate 101 Dalmatians, but again, Cinderella was one of those that I was just like a repeat customer there. But 101 Dalmatians, I also saw that in the theater. And then my mom went out and purchased us a Dalmatian because that was a thing.
Wow.
Yep. Her name was Patchy. She had a black patch over her eye and she was adorable, but also crazy.
I've heard
So
that Dalmatians are like
next level.
Yeah.
It was so crazy. All right. Moana and Bambi.
Oh, hear me out.
One and an old one.
I was really thrown off by that there's such a newer, because that is definitely newer, and then very old.
Taking it back.
Okay, hear me out on this. Lin-Manuel Miranda. You know him and you love him from Hamilton, and if you don't, pretend that you do, because we don't need to go off onto that tangent. We're going to pretend that you are both
We're pretending. Yes, ma'am.
Hamilton. You respect Hamilton and that soundtrack and all that Lin-Manuel Miranda did for it.
Yes, ma'am, we do.
Of course.
Okay. And he also, I don't want to say he wrote all of the Moana soundtrack because I don't know if that's true, but he had a lot to do with it. And that soundtrack is so good. Moana.
Okay.
You know, man, I'm so sorry for that pause, you guys. Like, our listeners are going to be like, did I lose them? This is hard.
It is a hard one.
It's really hard. I'm going to have to go with Bambi because I appreciate that was one of like the founding intro, level cartoons for Disney, like for us at least. I'm going to go with Bambi. I'm so sorry, Bridgette.
Again, a tiebreaker. We're a little nervous.
Sorry, Danielle.
So I do appreciate both of these movies very much. And I am trying to get into the Disney realm. Like I said, I didn't watch a whole lot of these as a kid.
Sure.
Bambi was definitely one of them. But I can't watch Bambi as an adult. It's too
Fair.
emotional
That's
for me.
fair. It is
I
so
can't-
emotional.
I just can't do it. You guys know that I don't enjoy my feelings. Our audience, our listeners, our viewers. If you don't know that yet, I don't enjoy many feelings. And sadness is definitely one of them. And Bambi gets you right in the feels. Gets you right there. So I'm gonna say Moana because I love it. I actually just watched it 3 days ago. I love it so much. I love that she is so different from, like, I don't know if she's even considered a princess because she's not a princess. She's a chief's daughter. She's curvier. There's no love interest. Oh, I love all of that. That is the kind of message that we need
There
to preach.
isn't a love interest. That's
No.
very interesting.
I love it. I love everything about it. So
And
I
it's
am
very,
Moana.
and it's very like breaking the mold of your familial,
standing out on your own, doing your own thing.
Do what you want to do. Do what you're called to do. You don't have to stay just because your father tells you have to.
Yes. Ooh, I love it so much.
Listen to your crazy grandma who couldn't follow her calling because wasn't allowed in her day and age.
Right, exactly. But
that's a tale that will last the times, because how many of our grandparents were not able, or grandmothers, we should say, were not able to meet their ability because of the time that they lived in. So that message is strong. I still vote for Bambi, but I appreciate that.
Yes.
Also, can I just tell you that the boys, so the boys are obsessed with Hamilton, right? But before Hamilton, there was Moana. And those children listened to that soundtrack over and over and over again.
It's catchy.
They did such a great job. A lot of these have fantastic soundtracks.
Yes.
You got to give it to them.
Yep.
But I feel like there's something so different about Moana, and I love it.
I'm going to tell you what it is. It's Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yep. That one.
Okay, carry on.
Tarzan or Pocahontas?
Pocahontas all day long. Colors of the Wind is my jam.
Okay.
That was so aggressive to follow up that with Tarzan.
What? Oh, yikes. I like when we're all on the same page. What happened to those?
You know what I'm realizing, though? I'm choosing a lot of mine based on soundtrack.
The funny thing is, I love the Tarzan soundtrack with Phil Collins. Oh my goodness.
I do
have that. And You'll Be in My Heart just busts me up every time. I'm like, it's really
feelings.
It's lots of feelings. So I'm going to say Tarzan for sure.
Okay. Phil, you're right, though. Phil Collins, man.
Oh, classic.
I feel like I'm breaking a lot of ties here.
It's unfair, but
it is. I feel like we need to switch up the.
We can. I just felt Pocahontas so deeply in my soul. I couldn't even. It just, flew out.
Came out.
So I saw Pocahontas in theater. I remember it very vividly, actually. I've never seen Tarzan.
You're not missing anything. It's not that good.
Now, Bridgette Robertson.
Again, Phil Collins is great. You'll Be in My Heart. Great. The movie itself, meh.
Just watch it. Write a note. Watch Tarzan.
Pocahontas it is. Sorry about that.
Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
Oh, I can. I know but I'm also like here in my heart type girl,
You are.
Things are heating up in the Bad Moms in Business podcast realm.
Mm-hmm.
Fox and the Hound and Dumbo.
So Dumbo has some like controversies. I don't know if we're aware of that, but some of the songs reference slavery in the beginning. So
what?
It's an old movie.
I originally had Peter Pan on this list and took it off because of that reason. I did not know about Dumbo.
So that aside, because you know better, you do better.
Yep.
I don't have a strong opinion here. Does someone have a strong opinion?
I do.
Okay, go.
Go ahead. Go.
Mine is Fox and the Hound all day.
Okay.
Loved that movie as a kid. Loved it. I think it's a great movie. It's a great story now. I haven't seen it in a couple of years, but I love it.
There's emotions though.
There's
emotions in both of those. I never could do poor little Dumbo, like the separation of him and his mom.
Oh yeah.
For that alone, I'm gonna say Fox and the Hound because Dumbo was just too powerful for me. Like y'all know how I am.
That was your Bambi.
That like
that's your Bambi right there. Can't do Bambi.
Yeah.
I'll make it unanimous with the Fox and the Hound.
Okay. I like that. that.
Okay. Last one before we move on to the second round.
These are the
Princess and the Frog and Tangled.
I'll start if that's okay because I've never watched Princess and the Frog.
Ooh.
So I'm going to have to say Tangled. I think I love that she's barefoot so much of the movie and she uses a frying pan. There's so much about that I love. So that was easy for me just because I hadn't seen the other.
Okay.
I'm going to go Princess and the Frog just because Black Princess took them so long to get there. That's what we're doing. Princess and the Frog.
I will say, even though I've not seen Princess and the Frog, the princess in Princess and the Frog is beautiful. Like I know the animations behind it. I just haven't had the opportunity to watch it. Is gorgeous. So I do like that.
Another tiebreaker. Cool. Thanks, guys.
Sorry.
I am also going Princess and the Frog. I love both of these movies so much. I think Tangled is such a cute, wonderful movie. Flynn Rider's actually like hot. I don't know how they made that happen in a cartoon. It's fine. But Princess and the Frog takes the cake for me every time. Again, I really appreciate when they're like breaking the molds a little bit and kind of moving forward. And I just love it.
I'll have to watch that. I wonder if I doubt it's on. Oh, I have Disney Plus. I assume it's on there.
Yeah. Oh, guess what else is on there? Hamilton with Lin Manuel.
Oh my gosh. Yes, of course. With that person.
Aside from
Hamilton.
a few select Disney movies and Grease, I'm not a big musical guy.
Listen, shout out to my husband because he loves a good musical, that man. And he has really passed that love on to his children. So I'm forced to watch musicals, but I'm enjoying them. I'm enjoying it.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, there's a reason songs are in movies.
Right.
You know, they ran with it. It's great branding. I love it.
Okay.
This
Round
is
two.
better than it's about to get bad though. I feel it. it.
See, I feel better. I feel a little better. We got we got the tough ones out of the way, I think, and maybe.
Yeah, but now we're going to have good ones going against good ones. Whew.
Right. And I'm just putting out positive vibes that it's going to go my way.
Yeah. There you go.
Positive thoughts.
I'm ready.
Beauty and the Beast and Lion King. This is one that I feel I may not win, but it's okay. I can move on.
I'll start.
Yeah, go.
I'm going to do Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
I'm going to do Beauty and the Beast. I mean, Lion King is a solid. But I have to admit, I do love, Belle and the Beast's story. I'm a sucker for a love story.
Bridgette has retreated a little bit. She's a little downtrodden. I think she knows how this is going to play out.
She's holding her breath.
Listen, this is hard because I love both of these movies. Lion King.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's fair. I think the fact that you didn't select Beauty and the Beast in the first round is probably, indicative of how that was going to go. I am Beauty and the Beast all day. Yeah. I think so I saw Lion King, like I said, as an adult. I saw it last year. It gets you in the feels a little too much for me.
You know what though? Think about being I don't know what year that movie came out, but think about being just old enough to be, excuse my language, sexually awoken and knowing that Jonathan Taylor Thomas was the voice of Simba.
Oh, I did forget that. I had a thing for him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm not saying at 8, I was like, I knew what any of that was, but like you knew you had a thing for JTT.
Mm-hmm. Oh, listen, from the girl who said she had a boyfriend like at every grade since kindergarten, I get it. Mm-hmm. The boys may not have known, but Amanda knew.
It's fine. Okay. The Little Mermaid and Cinderella.
The Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
Okay. Unanimous.
Woo. Again, not that I dislike Cinderella, but Little Mermaid.
Moana and Pocahontas.
Ooh.
Oh.
Moana.
Yes, I agree. Moana.
Okay. Same. Yeah. Oh, we are just flying through this second round here.
This is better. Your optimism and your good thoughts are rubbing in on this.
Right? I get it.
Yes.
Fox and the Hound or Princess and the Frog?
I'm going to say Fox and the Hound.
Danielle, you go, because I don't know.
I'm going Princess and the Frog.
Oh, crap. I should have gone first.
She walked herself into that one.
Princess and the Frog.
Oh, it worked out.
I'm okay with that because, again, I think maybe if I've seen it, I probably would have different feelings.
Yeah. Yes,
That's
you
your
would.
homework. That's your homework. You should do that this weekend is watch it. It's such a good movie. Okay. The semifinals.
Okay.
We have Beauty and the Beast and The Little Mermaid. Two icons. This is who I am. This is what makes me up. How am I supposed to choose between two parts of my personality?
I am telling you right now that if it's not unanimous for The Little Mermaid, I will get up and I will walk out of here.
I don't.
For ratings, I almost am willing to.
Can I start on this one? Let me start. We know.
Go ahead.
Good.
I am also going Little Mermaid.
Okay, good.
Oh, then we're good.
Woo!
Bridgette can stay.
I can stay. Whew.
I broke my tape as a child because I watched it too many times.
Mm-hmm. Been there, sister. Been there.
Moana and Princess and the Frog.
Moana.
The finals.
Oh, gosh.
The Little Mermaid.
I'm ready to go.
And Moana.
Okay.
For me.
Yeah, I mean, listen. The Little Mermaid is going to win in my vote between these two.
Mm-hmm.
I do not want to undermine how much I love Moana.
Mm-hmm.
It is so good. Carry on.
For me, like, I appreciate Moana, but like the core of which I was raised by Little Mermaid is so here. They're not even in the same ballpark.
Sure.
Little Mermaid all day long.
I am going to betray my part of my personality and also you guys, and I'm going to say Moana. I still lost, but
wow.
If Moana had come out when we were kids, I feel like I would have gravitated so much more to her and what she stood for. So that's really why I'm picking it at the end of the day. Little Mermaid, she was 16 or something and getting all married and going off and getting legs and stuff like that. And it's like
going off and getting legs and stuff.
I said legs. I said legs, like things you walk on. But I can see how that could be misconstrued. But anyways, I still appreciate Moana, and I think it's phenomenal.
It is so good.
That's where
agreed.
I will accept defeat on this one because it is such a big part of my identity with The Little Mermaid, but I'm still going with Moana.
And I only saw Moana this summer. That was the first time. Yeah. So like part of, there's just such a 20-year difference.
Yep. Little Mermaid is the winner.
I'm content with that.
Me too. She's my girl. She's my girl.
And there has never been a better villain ever
Than Ursula? Come on.
than Ursula. We should do this again with villains because I guarantee Ursula would win. She is.
I named my Jeep after her.
You did.
I might like Ursula more than I like Ariel.
I do too. Hands down. I've grown to appreciate her so much in what she does, and just she's so good.
Mm-hmm.
She's a good businesswoman.
Speaking of naming our cars, my current car is named Wednesday Addams.
Of course it is.
Mm-hmm.
Of course
That's
it
nice.
is.
I think, quite honestly, this just was a really great segue into today's topic, which is how we know we're not cool anymore.
Listen, I feel attacked a little bit.
So first and foremost, let's talk about how this started.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it.
Raise your hand and say I, for those that are listening, if this week you felt personally victimized by TikTok.
I. Yeah.
You guys, there's this whole thing going around that these teenagers know that we are old.
Boppers.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They know that you're old if you have a side part and you wear skinny jeans.
Okay.
Both.
Things. I rock a side part by choice.
Mm-hmm.
The skinny jeans are not by choice. They just have become my skinny jeans. I'm 50% cool.
Yeah.
As we all look at our parts, and to add insult to injury, I almost used a fork to part my hair, like the Dingle Hopper in Little Mermaid yesterday.
Oh my gosh,
that would have tied up really nicely. But
that would have been hilarious.
They might really think I'm not cool, as if the mom spit didn't do that for me.
Listen, sometimes you need a good mom spit because these hairs, these gray hairs, mind you, have a complete mind of their own. They don't lay down.
They do. I'm saying mine do. I'm not agreeing that you have gray hair, Danielle.
Oh, we got the skunk stripe going. These lights kind of blur it out, which is
nice. Mine too. But here's the thing. I wish I did have a middle part because guess where my gray hair patch is? Right here. You can't see because of my lights, or maybe you can. Right? Look at that. Right there.
I have to say,
it's not cute.
But I have to say, for those who haven't watched our recent TikTok video, it's about the middle part. And I think Danielle would probably agree with me. Like, Bridgette, you rocked it better than the two of us.
You did so good.
Yeah,
it looked like it was made for you.
Yes.
For me, I just feel like it chops me down the middle. It makes me look 16. And I don't know. I don't like it.
Saying you're the coolest, but you did kind of rock that middle part better than
be the coolest.
I appreciate that. I'm clearly the coolest, but also, I'm just kidding. Also, my hair naturally parts down the middle because, just as a reminder, these teenagers did not invent the middle part. We did it first.
Yes. Yeah, that's how I grew up with and then you would put it up in the.
Oh, girl, yes.
The little pieces down and stuff. Literally, it's funny how trends just come back around. Right.
We were not allowed to have the pieces down in my house.
How did you live?
Hair
Did you even have friends? Did you have friends? Did you sit by yourself in the cafeteria?
So by the grace of God, I was the uncoolest person who did have a handful of friends.
Okay. All right. Good.
I was never alone. I'm not saying I was... I wasn't alone. Now I'll just leave it there.
I had to literally retrain my hair, like when that was starting to go out of fashion, to like stop doing that. I would put my hair up in a ponytail, and those pieces of hair would just like jump out and hang down in my face because that's how often I did it.
Do you remember sleeping at night remember those clips? They like snap.
The snap ones.
I love those.
To retrain your hair, you would like brush your hair as to the side as you could and put those clips in your hair as tight as you could.
Yep.
To retrain your hair to part down the side.
Don't even get me started on a butterfly clip.
When you guys were retraining your hair, I didn't have to because my hair was already doing it.
See, you're already one step ahead of us.
I don't think I ever
already one
in
step
my
ahead.
entire life actually rocked a middle part, to be completely honest, though. I don't think I ever did.
You know what else I used to rock was the hair that was like crunchy and nasty in the back, and then you would take your bang just like this one.
And you'd flatten the crap out of it.
Iron the life out of it.
Kate Gosselin hair.
Because no, not Kate Gosselin hair.
Yeah, she would really rock it up, and then she.
Oh, I had long hair.
Yeah, you had long hair. It would just be crunchy, and you would try to scrunch it as much as you could, but you had to have those bangs as flat as you could possibly get them.
You could like hear your hair crunch into the room before you got there. It was so full of mousse and gel and whatever else. But the bang, the side bang was always as straight as possible. And that is how you knew that you listened to Dashboard Confessional.
I did not. Listen. So, okay.
I feel attacked again.
Me too.
I'm feeling that this conversation went from me thinking at one time I might have been cool to never actually being cool, even when cool was an option. So
listen, though, to be fair, you are slightly older than us. So my emo phase, and I know my mother can remember it, the bracelets all the way up the arms.
From Hot Topic?
From Hot Topic.
Yeah.
The stupid hair, the choker necklace, the like purposely shopping at Goodwill to find t-shirts that you could cut up and put bobby pins in. That was high school.
Listen, publicly thank my mother on this podcast for having a standard of what we were and weren't allowed to walk out of the house looking like. I do feel like she saved me from some picture evidence.
My mom was like, yes, girl, let me go buy you some black nail polish. Let's go get you some black, lipstick. Like, let's do this. I used to have screws in my ears or like safety pins. I did the safety pins sometimes, but when I started to gauge them, it was the screws. Like I did like leather. It was, That's who I am on the inside.
I didn't do all that because I was not that.
So you were emo.
For sure.
I started out emo and then crept my way towards goth.
Okay.
So that's
We'll say, even though I did not rock a goth look, I did have a lot of friends that did.
Mm-hmm.
So you were like the Mrs. Rogers to their.
I must have been. Okay.
Ozzy Osbourne.
There's so much going through my head right now. Like I can't even explain. Like, what did people think of me?
It's so funny because very few of my friends, like a lot of my friends were like punk, emo, edgy. Not many of my friends were straight goth like I had turned at that point. And literally my best friend all throughout high school, hi Jamie, was the exact opposite. She was very preppy, very like polo shirts and like cute button downs and skirts and stuff. So like to see the two of us walking down the hallway, people must have been like, did they lose a bet? Like, why are they friends?
I had a corduroy jumpsuit.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, so much is going through my head right now.
Yeah. I think I had a corduroy like messenger bag that I put a bunch of patches all over and some safety pins.
Yes.
And safety pins. Oh my gosh. This is too much.
So I think we need to just talk present day.
Okay.
How we know now as adults. Like back then we thought we were cool. Maybe Amanda didn't. I don't know. And I'm not saying cool as in like I was the most popular girl in high school. That's not the case.
Cool in your own mind.
Yeah, in my own mind. I walked out of my house every day like I am doing this. I am doing this. But now, what are the things that you think like when you walk out of the house like, I am doing this, but we know actually we're so not doing it? Does that make sense?
Yes.
I can start if you guys would allow
Go for
me
it.
that position.
Yes.
I wore my sweater today. So for those who are listening, please tune in because I love this sweater. And it wasn't until a sweet friend was like, it kind of reminds me of the Roseanne blanket that was on her couch.
Oh my gosh.
So I think I'm cool.
Uh-huh.
But really, my wardrobe that I have today speaks differently. And I even have earrings to match the quilted pattern of Roseanne Barr's couch on Roseanne. So there's that. So trump that, ladies.
I'm just going to like...
Please find the video version of this if you're just listening and look at my sweater at any point in time of this. The sweater.
But you could also just Google what Roseanne's couch blanket looks like. And it's the same.
Same thing.
Take Bridgette and Danielle's word for it. It is the same. So top that, friends. Top that.
I don't know that we can. But I will go next. So I had to ask my lovely husband for his advice because I think I'm awesome.
You are.
And apparently, we've talked about my music taste a little bit before on this podcast. Apparently, it's not cool. But I still think it's awesome. But my music taste is apparently uncool. I don't enjoy pop music. I don't enjoy new music at all. I listen to like 90s, some 80s still too, early 2000s rock and metal. That's what I like.
And here's where I think because this stuff is coming back, I feel like you're totally on trend. If you're watching this video, by the way, all you see is me just roaming around because I'm trying to plug my computer in. It's not working.
If Bridgette disappears, that's what happened.
Yeah.
I see so many young girls wearing like Metallica, Nirvana shirts, and I'm like, tell me one song of theirs. You don't know who they are.
True. So true.
But don't you think that our parents probably thought the same? Like, I feel like, Danielle, when we were growing up, it was cool to wear like Guns N' Roses and like Journey t-shirts. And I knew those songs and that music because of my dad. But there were probably so many people who were wearing those shirts because that's what they could find at Hot Topic, but had no idea.
I stole 2 of my mom's shirts as a young high schooler. I was probably like 14 or something. It was the Rolling Stones and her AC/DC shirt. And I still have them to this day because they are some of my favorite shirts.
I remember some of my friends wearing shirts like that. Why I was wearing pinks and yellows.
Happy colors.
Happiness colors.
I'm now just going to be holding my microphone here like this so I can.
That's okay. You look like you're on a stage or something. Like, you know, you should be presenting something. So
Bridgette,
why don't you present us with your uncool fact about your
Who, me?
Yeah. Yeah.
So growing up, I swear to you, I always told myself, I will not be one of these moms who like doesn't know the pop culture references, right? Because I was such like a pop culture, I just digested all of it. PerezHilton.com. Who knows about Perez Hilton?
I know of him.
I do because of TikTok. That's it.
Oh, I didn't even know he was on TikTok.
I didn't either.
But back in the day, like that was the website for celebrity gossip. And so I always thought like, I'm not going to be one of these parents who has no idea who these people are until we were watching the ball drop this year. And somebody named Doja Cat, I don't even know if I'm saying it right, was on, and I was like, who now? Who is this? And I put something on Facebook, like something about this person, and so many people were like, oh yeah, she's been around for like a while. She's got a bunch of songs. I'm like, who? What? It's happened.
Nope,
it's happened.
Never heard that name before.
Doja Cat.
I can't say that I have either.
I mean, it's quite possible I'm saying it wrong.
It wouldn't make a difference. I'm positive. I still wouldn't know them.
No. And so like I follow this Instagram creator, I don't know, called Comments by Celebs. Do you know Comments by Celebs?
No.
Okay, so I am cooler than you guys, at least.
Clearly.
No. It's just this account that follows a bunch of celebrities, and if Chrissy Teigen posts something and then someone else famous comments on it and it's funny, they screenshot it and they post it to their account. And it's got this huge following. Even celebrities follow it now. Like I feel like they work to get onto this account.
Interesting.
But so many of the people that they're putting on here, I don't know who they are. And they'll tag them, and that's like all this drama that's happening within their lives. And it's supposed to make sense when you look at it. And I'm like, I don't know who this is, and I don't know what the drama. I don't get it. I don't know. So that
I don't think you're alone there at all. I don't know any of those people.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't. All right. So I've come to realize a lot of my list I do because it's nostalgic to me. So while it might make me lame, it makes me happy. For example, I still use Aerosol hairspray because there's something super satisfying about the shh.
As opposed to what?
Pump, pump, pump.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't use hairspray at all.
I don't use hairspray. No hairspray.
You guys don't even want to see hair on Amanda without hairspray. Like it's
like, doesn't it just make it hard?
Okay, says the girls that walked around with crunchy hair. It's not gel.
Wait, doesn't it make it crunchy and crispy?
No. I mean, I got like very. Of course, there's a very firm kind, and then there's just like soft holds.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just more of the process of, makes me feel
Interesting.
good. Makes me feel good. Makes me not cool probably to some, but makes Amanda happy. Who's next?
All right, I like it. I might get some of us into trouble by saying this one. I use Facebook.
Oh yeah.
You're Facebookers.
Yeah.
I like a good Instagram. I'm working on the whole TikTok thing. I'm going to get there at some point. Remember, I said in our VIP group, I will post the TikTok in there when I make my first one. But yeah, Facebook is where it's at for me. And I know that that's super uncool now.
I mean,
it makes me sad that it's uncool.
I feel like I just barely understand it enough to use it, and it's not cool all of a sudden.
That's fair.
I mean, I didn't think about it until now, so thank you, Danielle. Just adding that to my list of uncool. But that's okay. I use it to benefit me, and sometimes things we just do because it makes us happy, even if it makes us uncool. Good food for thought, Danielle. Moving on to Bridgette.
I think one of the things for me, and again, this is something I swore would never happen to me, I don't understand technology. I have made TikToks now.
Yeah, you have.
But I don't know how to do the cool stuff. I don't know how to edit them and transition them and put words on. And so the words follow what I'm like. I don't know how to do any of that. I had to Google how to add an extra email account to my Gmail account today because I couldn't figure it out. This is coming from someone who used to like know how to use HTML code to make my MySpace page exactly the way I wanted it to look.
Yes.
Right?
That.
Right?
Oh my gosh. Between that and did you guys do like the live journal thing?
Oh, heck no. Yes.
Yes. All that.
And now I can barely function.
Yeah. It's gotten real advanced.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, it's gotten advanced, but we know how to Google.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I just feel like I used to just inherently know how to do these things. And now I'm like, I just don't get it. Mm-hmm. You know what else I do? I don't know if this is cool or not. I mean, it's not cool, I'm sure. Instead of like going to google.com and typing, how do I just in the address bar of whatever page I'm on, I could be on Facebook and need to know how to do something. And so I just go to the address bar and I type, how do I blank, instead of going directly to Google. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. I also do this, but I think the thing that makes you uncool here is the fact that you're still typing out a full sentence.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've heard, I still do this as well, but I've heard it's not like Ask Jeeves anymore where you have to like spell out, how do I do this? What do I do with this? You just put in the keywords and it will automatically populate that stuff for you.
I thought I was cool until we started. I honestly thought that you guys would say stuff, right? And I would be like, ha, losers.
Well, she did.
No, I didn't.
I brought up Facebook, and then you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, Facebook got me.
I have a couple of good ones here.
Okay, go down your list. Just dive into it.
We're just doing that.
Just do it, girl.
I hate new phrases. Hate them. With a passion. Started with the whole Bay thing. Can't stand it. Living my best life. Hate it. Can't stand. I don't even know like what are new sayings now.
Well, how about it's the blank for me. It's the new phrases for me.
Right?
What is that?
I can't stand that. Or it's lit. Like none of nope.
These are all things I have to Google to understand what they mean.
100%. Or fire. I've heard that one a lot on TikTok lately because I've been
There's
trying
something about on TikTok.
It's fire.
Capping or capping?
Got nothing.
Nothing.
Nope. I'm gonna Google it.
My definition of fun is a good puzzle. Love a puzzle. If my dog didn't eat puzzle pieces like it was his job, I would do puzzles all the time.
She just used like it's his job. Is that a sign of being cool?
That hurts a little bit. My feelings are slightly hurt.
No, it was a question. It wasn't because it's something that I know I've used those words.
It's true.
Huh.
I talk to my dogs like they're I talk to my dogs more than I talk to humans. Oh, I talk to them like they're humans as well.
I think that makes you a good person.
Thank you. I am such a good dog mom. I wish Lupin was in here right now. So good. I also named my dog Lupin. That might be one of them.
My dog is named Ariel after the mermaid.
There you go. We just came full circle.
There you go.
Did
capping? Capping means lying. No cap means no lie. Like, oh, you're capping. You're capping means you're lying.
Why not just say you're lying?
I don't know.
Still moving down my list here. I have had the same dance moves. And by dance moves, I say that very loosely, but probably the same one since about 6th grade. Not a good dancer here, people. Not a whole lot of rhythm going on here.
Same. So this is all I got.
And you know what? I think I just realized maybe that's part of the reason why I like the music that I like. Because how do you dance? To metal, you know? There's only so much movement you can do. Obviously, there's like moshing and stuff, which I can do that. But like actual dance moves, it's a little difficult to do that.
So that made me think of something. So Marcus likes concerts. This is way back in the day when we were first dating, whatever, when people could actually gather too. Yeah. I can't remember, but you guys probably can help me out with the words. Like there was 89X, like Christmas concert or something.
Yeah, it was their 89X something bash, wasn't it?
There was something, right? Mm-hmm. And it was multiple people or whatever. Do you know that we went to that and I actually fell asleep during the concert?
Well, how did that happen?
I just was so not into it that I literally, and that was not easy listening music.
No.
No, just wasn't and we actually ended up even leaving early.
Wow.
Interesting.
You can judge me on that. So
that's a new level.
I'm not cool for very many reasons. That's one of them.
Wow. I don't know. Yesterday, Jace at karate asked me to spell stoner. And I was like, well, you want me to spell what? He was like, stoner. And I said, for what reason? What are you doing? He was playing a game where someone was literally throwing stones. So they were stoning. They are a stoner. Okay. But obviously, you know where my head went. And I was like, why do you know what that is? But he doesn't. So I just don't know what video games, like he was playing Among Us, for those of you that know what Among Us is.
Oh, Brandon's played that a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that I smoke is my husband at Boggle.
Oh, get it, girl.
Oh, love Boggle. Love it, love it, love it. I'm so good at it. So good. You don't want to play with me. She's real competitive. You don't want to play with me.
I don't know that I've ever played Boggle. Yes.
I win at sometimes these games, right? And Marcus says I'm a sore winner, and I don't know what that means.
Well, do you like say, "Ha, losers"?
No,
suck.
No,
oh, I do.
No, I might be humble about it and be like, "Well, you know, just won. Like I can't help it." And that's
that's
a winner.
Yeah, that's the best.
Can't help that I'm always winning things.
Give me Clue, and I'm really good at it.
I'm not that good at Clue.
I'm very
shy.
Do you guys want to come over and play Clue with Aaron? Because it's the only game he ever wants to play, and I hate it.
Yes.
I can teach him some tricks.
Oh, good, because I hate it. Now, things I want to play. I want to play Sequence all day, every day. It's so good.
I don't even know what Sequence is.
What?
Okay, you're missing out. Yeah, you're missing out.
I'm going to Google.
Yeah.
What Sequence?
You need it immediately.
Let's see. Does it tell her? Does it come up? Because she said it out loud.
No, I'm telling you, you guys.
Maybe it's just on the computer.
Maybe. But yeah, I want to play Sequence. I want to play Scrabble. I want to play Phase 10, the card game.
Oh, that's a good one.
What's the other one? Skip-Bo. Like, I'll do all of that. I am not interested in playing Clue. I am not interested in playing like Life.
Oh, that's sad. What you're looking at the camera very oddly, Amanda.
The Sequence game?
Mm-hmm. Oh no, it's actually fun though.
It's
and
so
I like
fun.
to play it with two people. So Brandon and I have a set of a couple of games that we can actually play with two people because right now Watson's too small. He can't play games with us. So Clue, obviously you can't play with two people. Well, I guess it's not obvious. If you haven't played Clue, you don't know that. But you can't play Clue with two people. It's just cheating at that point. I will play Clue all day. I also have a Harry Potter Clue game. I don't know if that makes me cool.
Yeah,
no.
But I do have that. Like Amanda says yes, so I'm gonna. That's what I heard. I enjoy.
Look at how happy that family is playing Sequence.
That's what we look like. That's what the Robertsons look like when we play it.
It's so fun. Brandon and I have a new obsession that we got for Christmas, and it's a card game of Monopoly.
Okay, so is it called Monopoly Go?
Yes, and it's so good.
Aaron got that for Christmas, and I don't think I know we haven't played it yet. So maybe we'll have to bust that out because we do game night couple times a month.
I love that.
Yeah, it's fun. Jace is still at the age where he'll start, and then about 10 minutes in, he's like, done with this. No longer interested. There's a game. Amanda, your son will not like it because he's not little anymore, but it's called Drone Home. You guys, it's just this board.
Google this too.
It's so fun. It's just this board, and it's like 4 or 5 people. I can't remember how many. And you all get little aliens. There's 3 plastic aliens. You each get one, and you have to flick them onto the drone. And your goal is to be the one on the drone when it lifts up off the board and flies in the air. But once you're in there, you have just a couple seconds to like flick that person off and get their spot. It's so fun. It is so fun.
It sounds very intense.
That it is.
Interesting.
Which with boys, it's probably fun. And it keeps their interest, which is really hard. Now that Owen's 14, game nights are kind of a thing of a past.
That's sad.
He'll play Uno with me occasionally, but that's about it.
I also have Harry Potter Uno. I think I'm sensing a theme.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I realize some things.
It's okay.
Hey, I embrace it. I embrace it.
Speaking of Harry Potter, this has nothing to do with Harry Potter. Twilight.
Not even remotely the same thing. And I wasn't
expecting
the most offended that I have ever been on this show.
So I loved Twilight. I loved it so much. I read it. Don't now because they're awful. I mean, even in the midst of my love for Twilight, the movies were awful. But I saw this TikTok that said like, how you know you're old. Here we go again. Oh. And it's this scene and Edward's on there because, you know, you loved Edward when you were young or 100%. Jacob or whoever, you know, you were either team Jacob or team Edward.
Team Edward for sure.
Team Edward all day. Yeah. Love the pretty boy. Mm-hmm. But then it cuts to a clip of her dad who is very good looking. But when
I've seen that on TikTok.
I saw this. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Charlie. What's up?
Okay.
That should be what we do as we age. We should not find that younger person still attractive, in my opinion.
I mean, Edward's still cute.
He really is. But he's also aged with us. So like it's who he is now, you know?
That's how I feel about like Justin Timberlake, for example.
I haven't seen him in a very long time.
Okay, first of all, do yourself a favor and go check him out because he's still as cute as ever. But he's only 5 years older than me. And for some reason, when I was, you know, in the midst of my boy band obsession, he always seemed so unreachable. I mean, because he's Justin Timberlake, but he always seemed
age-wise.
And nothing to do with his fame. No, it was those 5 years.
Yes. It was that age.
It was that age. Because when you're 16 and he is, you know, 20, 21, I don't know how to do
illegal.
That. Yeah, there's a difference. But girls, he just turned 40 and I'm going to be 36 this year. So watch out, Jessica.
Who turns 40 in July?
We know. You do.
So
and I think that's where some of this gap is coming, why you don't understand the emo and the goth stuff.
But, you know, it's not a huge gap, but it is a gap enough. You know what I mean? Yes. And I will say, like, the boy band stuff, I never really kind of got into that. New Kids on the Block was, like, my only, like, thought that I loved. It's just not my, like, attraction to that kind of man. Like, I like a manly man, so that's probably why.
Are you trying to say that Justin Timberlake's not manly? Because
when he was younger,
no,
he was not a manly man.
Mm-mm. No, I guess not. But if you have Apple TV, go watch Palmer. It was really good, and he's a man.
I mean, I think he's turned into a man-looking thing, but you know, they make these
a man-looking thing. Is how she's referred to Justin Randall Timberlake. A man-looking thing. Honestly, how dare you?
I'm so sorry. I did not. I hope that wasn't offensive, like truly offensive by me saying that in any way. It just is like, it was like, yeah, he's manly-ish now.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's never really done it for me, honestly. Like back in the day, for sure. But not in probably the last 20 or so years.
Okay.
I can appreciate everything that he is. I think he has a fantastic voice, but to be honest, I think that that's kind of what kills it for me is that's so not my taste in music that it's hard for me to see past that. I think he's really funny in a lot of movies and I can appreciate his aesthetics based off of that, but
aesthetics, that's the Danielle word. No, like I had the attraction to like the Robert Duvall type older people.
The who now?
Tom Selleck, like that type of person.
Wow, you went up there.
I went up there, like to the fact that my mom was shocked I married someone my own age.
My mom always thought I was going to marry somebody her age as well. I've always had a thing for the older guys.
These are the sweaters I wear. Why would I be able to catch anyone young? I mean, rounding it right back to the cool there. I mean,
oh God.
That's Amanda. I've just always kind of been me. Anywho, this was really fun, all because of TikTok. And I think we should end it with, I did hear one TikToker say, like, we're really being offended by the generation who was eating Tide Pods.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
We can keep our middle part. We can proudly say we didn't do that.
I have one more thing to add to the list.
Okay.
In that I actually had to Google what was cool to see whether or not I was cool.
There's really something out there that says what's cool.
There was a lot of lists. A lot of them.
Oh.
I checked a lot of those boxes.
So one of my little friends, I shouldn't call her a little friend. That seems very
it's better than my, what did I call Justin?
I won't go back.
Man-looking thing.
Yeah. So I run a young adult Bible study at my house. How you know you're not cool? And one of the young adults who's not a teenager, so I keep going back to her and asking her these questions, but I need to apologize because she's not a teenager. She's a young woman who is engaged, but she is like got her finger on the pulse of what's cool, right?
She's at that age, right? So she's like just on the cusp of like, she knows what's cool, but she's still adult enough to handle it,
Yeah. So I said to her the other day, I said, am I cool enough to wear these earrings? And I couldn't even describe them. I didn't know what they were called, of course. So I show her a picture and she was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I have a bunch of those in my Amazon cart. So I bought them. They'll be at my house today. So I'll wear them next week and I'll show them.
Yeah, I'm interested. Maybe send us a picture. We can post it in the VIP group.
I will. They're called, I don't remember, crawlers or something. But I keep going to Rebecca. They go they hook over your ear and then they go into your bottom hole.
That was like a thing in the 80s.
So these earrings don't do that, but they also kind of.
Are they jackets?
I don't know. They look like this. I don't know. For those of you that are.
That was an 80s thing.
But it's real sharp here, so you will get stabbed in the neck by it. So.
Oh, cool. But I keep going to Rebecca and I'm like, is this true that I am not supposed to be doing this? Is it true that I'm not allowed to wear skinny jeans? And she told me to go to Pinterest. And I was like, but Pinterest is where I get like recipes and stuff.
I look at fashion stuff on there all the time, but I'm so frustrated because ain't nobody look like me on there.
Oh, try looking like me and trying to find yourself on there.
At least you're tall.
Maybe.
Nothing is for short people there.
Try being my height and trying to find something on there.
Yeah. I mean, we're not that different.
You got a couple inches on me. Which in the spectrum of jeans makes a difference.
It does.
This is true.
It really does. I have some jeans coming from the Amazon. One's coming in the mail today.
From the Amazon
mailbox. And I hope they fit. I'm wearing them on Thursday. Regardless.
Yep, I hear you.
Gotta make do with what we have.
I'm gonna end this with our B, and it's be yourself, because being yourself is the coolest thing you can be.
You couldn't even get through that without cracking up.
She's like, unless you're Amanda, then be something else.
I was trying to be real motivational.
Be yourself. I like it. I wrote it down. I like it. I dig it. Be looking for that on the YouTube. Not on the YouTube. What am I even talking about? On the Instagrams, because we're going to post it. I like it.
And all of this conversation just completely closes the deal on us absolutely not being cool anymore. But you know what we are? We are seasoned and we are mature, and we're in a time of our life we're proud of.
Yes, I am very mature. That is something that I
Our TikTok channel might say otherwise. However, it's all in good fun.
I feel like mature is not a word that I would use to describe myself.
I disagree. And I'll tell you why. Because I know some 30-something-year-olds that don't, have everything that you have going for them. And that doesn't mean they're immature, but I do think that means you are mature.
I will take it. I will take it.
All right. Perfect. Well, guys, go out into the world. Be yourself.
Be you.
And we'll see you next week here on the pod, because that's what the kids would call it.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Guys.